Now on the field of 68, let's take a quick look at Gonzaga and St. Mary's, a game for the WCC regular season championship. It's going to be played in Moraga, where Gonzaga will be playing without Braden Huff and will be facing off with the St. Mary's team that put a pretty good beating on Santa Clara on Wednesday night. Goodman, what do you make of this matchup? And can Gonzaga go on the road and take care of business against the St. Mary's team that has won the last two outright WCC championships and at least a share of three straight regular season titles?
Yeah, I mean they can, they can. I'm going to take St. Mary's in this one in Moraga without Braden Huff, and I think St. Mary's needs this one more. I think they need it more. I think Gonzaga's kind of locked in, really, at this point to like that 3 seed range for the most part. I don't think they're going to move much. You know, they can maybe move down to a 4, but I think they're pretty set for the most part. Where St. Mary's, to me, still, if they win this game, you get off that dreaded like 8 range, and
Mhm.
they need to badly. Like you don't want to be on that 8-9 line if you're St. Mary's, because I think they can beat a lot of teams. They can go to a Sweet 16. There's no reason the Gales can't. They've got one of the best coaches in the country. They got size. They got good guards. They got Maraskis. Like they got a stud in him. So they have enough. I think this is kind of a statement game for them to show that we're not just because nobody's really talking about them nationally this year. I feel like they've flown under the radar for the most part, don't you?
Well, yeah, a little bit, but I don't think they're quite as good as they've been in recent
True.
years as well, right? I
Well, they don't have that guard star. They've had like a lot of guards
they
that are
do like, but here's the weird thing about it is that they kind of do, but it's not the same level of star. Like the blanking on his name.
who.
Joshua Dent has been fantastic. And Mikey Lewis, we know how
Yep.
talented he is. We just talked
Yep.
to him on the
Yep.
WCC Insider podcast. Um, but like they're not, I don't know. It feels like they are the last couple of years, they've been better than people have given them credit for. Like they've probably been a top 15 team when everyone was like, yeah, they're a team that can win a game in the tournament. Whereas this year, I feel like they're about the level of what the thought like they're kind of like a borderline top 25-ish, top 30-ish kind of a team. And I feel like that's where people kind of view them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I just feel like sometimes, yeah. I mean, this is a team though that's still dangerous enough. They're
Yes.
dangerous enough to be able to get going here and get to a Sweet 16. And the best way to do that here is get some momentum, get a big win against the Zags, win the league, and I think that would mean a lot for them as well in the eyes of the so especially if you can win this one and then beat Gonzaga again in the WCC tournament. I think you're talking the potential to move up like multiple seed lines here. If they win this and win the WCC tournament, why can't St. Mary's end up as like a 6 seed? And that's a game changer for St. Mary's. I think obviously that guards have to play extremely well in this game. You got to make sure you limit Kramike on the in the paint and on the glass. That's going to be a priority for them. But I think they win this game at home. I do. I think they're. I think without Braden Huff, these teams are very very similar in terms of talent.
Yep, I think St. Mary's wins at home as well. That's my prediction for this matchup. So you'll be able to watch that alongside Field of 68 After Dark, 11 o'clock on Saturday night, Friday night, Thursday night, every night during the college basketball season. We are live streaming on YouTube and SiriusXM, channel 84.